I thought this was an important video, so I recorded what the guy said.
I got a combo.
Those are yours.
Where's my sandwich though?
Right there.
Yeah, I forgot to check my sugar when I got up. I weighed, but I was at work and I was eating less. And one of the people I work with asked where the supervisor was, and I told him they were out there. And I went da. So my tongue felt like it's sticking to my roof of the mouth and all that. And he said, making fun of me the way I talked. And I said, I think my sugar's dropping. And then he understood. And so now I got to watch not eating enough to keep going. So that'd make you lose weight too, but it could be dangerous. But yeah, I'm happy, man. Coming on down. What? How many of them are bad? How many? I got 3. This is Beth up here. What's the name of this place?
Mavis.
What's that? Say it again.
Mavis.
Mavis?
Mavis.
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 Tell her when I told you, I said all my tires are good. How bad are my tires?
They're real bad.
They're real bad?
Real bad.
So I really
But
can't.
they're gonna be awesome now.
You don't mind me having it on video, do you?
No, it's fine.
It'll be on Mr. Oh Wow. There's my car. It's a brand new tire shop. We come up here to get 4 tires because I'm supposed to go meet somebody. So $542, and I'm gonna come at 8 a.m. in the morning to see if alignment.
Go up, done. Let me go up.
Thank you for letting me record it. I won't remember it.
That's fine. We're gonna have a look up.
Okay.
Look right here.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Well, you know that's a muffler.
Yes, sir.
That's the old muffler. Okay, it's supposed to do that. That's what those are for. Those are hangers.
Okay.
So it's supposed to do that.
I got you.
Rear shocks. These are probably OE. I need to change those too. When we do the struts, let's do the shocks. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a front wheel drive. We don't have CV axles.
On the back?
Yeah, see that naked place?
Yeah.
If it was an all-wheel drive, we'd have something coming back. We'd have a CV axle there.
Okay.
But you need rear brakes.
I do.
That pad's on the inside's like gone.
Let me see.
You can't really sit it because the tire's back on.
Okay.
But this pad right here, the inside, I can feel it. You're down to like maybe a 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're gonna need a brake job.
Do you remember all this stuff you said?
Sure.
So I can get a quote for it?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
You don't have to do it all at once.
Oh,
Unless you got some money.
no, I don't have no money. I live in America.
Yeah, I hear you. Come on up on with me. Here's your car. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to say, you see that? You see those bearings? There's your bearings right there, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because it's lost the grease in it.
Oh, they're
And-
sideways, too.
Well, they're supposed to be like that.
Oh, okay.
So
That's not
when
good.
it leaves the grease, dirt gets in there and it contaminates the system and it's done. So that's more likely a clicking. But this goes from here that way. It goes in the transmission. See the transmission right here?
Okay.
That's where the CV
You
axle
think any of
goes.
that stuff that's like that's messing up transmission? You think that's what
No.
it's causing a load on it?
No,
So once
no.
I get this fixed,
The CV
transmission might
axle.
act.
Yeah. Well, it's probably wore out.
Okay. That's why it was, and that I had this problem for a while. Didn't even know it.
That's why you come to us. We're the experts.
Yeah, well, y'all wasn't around when I bought the car. Y'all just built this.
We
place.
have other locations though. But it's all right. Come to
Right.
us. We'll
Right.
take care of you, okay?
Okay.
Transmission looks good. Here's transmission pan. No
Okay.
leaks.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll do a service on here, but we just don't do transmissions.
Okay.
You might have it done somewhere else. The fluid, it won't.
Okay.
Go to Nissan.
Okay.
Go to Nissan, just tell them you want a transmission flush.
Fluid
or drain
change.
filled. Yeah. Well, what they do is they're going to drain it, and they're going to put some in it. But it's only Nissan transmission fluid. You got to have the right. I
Ah.
would just do me a draining fill.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I had one that I did, and it went with about 60 miles, and I heard something go kloosh. Whole
Yeah.
transmission fell
Uh-oh.
apart.
Old
On
man. Looks good. No leaks.
Okay.
This is a no leak car. Okay?
Okay.
So it's good, man. Like I said, front brakes too. Alright, let's read this belt real quick before we go.
You said the front brakes are good?
Yeah, man, I would do it all.
I mean, the front brakes you said look good?
No. looking at that drive belt. Can you see that belt right there?
No. I know what you're talking about.
See that belt? That's the belt. That's a drive belt. Serpentine belt. See that?
Yeah.
So that's a drive belt. And it controls your water pump, your alternator, air condition. It's a serpentine belt. So what
Okay.
I'm looking for is cracks. It looks good to me.
Okay. That's good. At least something good on here.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Right here is missing a tab.
Y'all have tabs?
No, I don't think so. Nissan will have them. But yeah, it's just a push tab pin. Go see that hole right there?
Yeah.
You just take a push pin and it goes in there and locks.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I don't think that goes. We only do certain stuff.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna come on down with it.
All right. Thank you so much.
I got more business. More business. Go ahead and lock it down.
I might have to do it like a station, like you said, but
Yeah, that's no problem.
I need to write it down. What
So when
The
he gets
different-
down, we're gonna do our little test, okay? So far we're looking at brakes all the way around because they're almost done. Okay. And I don't know if they're wore, but if they've never been done in the age of that vehicle.
That's 488 an axle.
488 X. Oh, you got something to write all that down? I will not remember. And write down the steps I need to get it done because.
You can have anything you want done.
Well, you said if I do the
Hey,
CV,
I'll tell you as you ride it.
okay, the CV axle was the most important.
Probably so. But we're about to test it to see if both of them are good. But I heard clicking as I come in.
I can't spell.
So let's do this. See the axle.
Okay,
Am I getting a quote for this? What are we doing?
Okay.
we're writing down everything.
I got my glasses.
Like, and you said alignment. The CV axle goes in
We're
alignment.
gonna struts.
That's the front.
Yeah.
Okay, so the struts and the axles on front, and then there's struts on the back.
No, shocks.
Shocks. I don't know nothing about
I'm gonna
cars.
write this down for you.
All right, thank you. Yeah,
Shocks on the rear.
Shocks on the rear.
Uh-huh. Times 2. Okay, then we're gonna do we need to do front brake service.
Probably take me a year to get all this done.
That's all right. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be here for you.
Your shocks and struts are going to be $1,000 and $5. $1,005.
They're
Oh, yeah.
expensive, man. But what they do is, check this out. They go with your brakes because when the struts go bad, it takes, see, all the weight. When you hit the brake, you got 70 and 30 on the brakes. 70 in the front, 30 in the back. That's how it's used. So when you, like if somebody came out in front of you and you slam on the brakes, with the struts being bad, see, all the weight goes to the front, okay?
Okay,
So if they're wore out, it takes you longer to stop.
I got you.
Yeah. So front brake service, front struts, rear shocks.
And what goes with the alignment? What you got to have done when you get the?
I want you to do those struts first, okay? Then align. See how I got that?
Okay, so you do both of them at the same time?
Yes. Well, you didn't have to do, only if you do the front shocks, the front struts, okay? Do you need the alignment? But if you get both of them together, then you do the alignment, okay?
So you need these two done, like the front struts and the alignment.
Looking at your tires,
Like that.
yeah. Looking at your tires, you need alignment. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with alignment. So we need pads.
Front brakes and back brakes.
Yeah, rotors. This is going to put your car where it's going to be dependable. Okay. Looks like you had a new battery in there.
Oh
Vehicle
yeah,
battery?
yeah. I
Pads,
had to replace that.
rotors, and rear. Service. Because I do them both. I do axles. I don't do just one side. I do both.
Okay,
One back brakes, front brakes. I don't do just one side. Okay?
you do the front of the car one time, then the back car if you have to.
Yeah, I do what she says an axle. That means axle in the back, axle in the front.
How much you say it was per axle? $1,000 or?
That was your strut.
Woo.
Brakes. You know, you're making it new though. This ain't turning it. So this is making it new, and you don't have to do it all at one time. We're gonna be here, okay? So we're
Yeah,
gonna
hopefully
show
y'all just built this. How long y'all been here?
Week. Pads. Rotors.
See, my car, y'all pay for the building in 1 week.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get you a price, a basic price. Okay, so if he's finished, and he's going to tell me when he is, okay.
We'll go out there and test it.
You can come out there with me.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. I'm going to show you what's up.
All right, just let me know. Are we going now?
Just whenever you're ready.
Okay, so I got that's all I got today, though. That's
The tires.
the tires.
That's fine. You're working on it. Because I don't see no leaks. That means good stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I was gonna get this in my car, and he would have freaked out when he found out what it all.
Who?
My son.
Yeah.
He'd
So
be like,
what we're
"Dad,
going to do now,
why you give me this?"
we're going to test those axles, and I'll decide which one's bad.
Okay.
If both sides clicks when I turn the steering wheel, it's going to be both of them.
I got you.
They're expensive, but you have to remember that's what from the engine, it gives it power to the transmission, and then the transmission puts out the torque to turn the wheels, which is driven by the CV axles.
Okay.
If the CV axles are bad and they get so bad, it won't go nowhere.
Yeah, I got this car from Spartanburg. It was one of the trade-in cars, and
But I tell you what's going on right now is no oil leaks, no transmission leaks. That's good.
oh yeah. Well,
Okay.
it was
Because
going
this stuff is just like cosmetic stuff.
right. I got.
Okay. Let me go.
So what are you doing? What are you doing? You seeing people now, or
Yeah.
it's cool?
Hello, fella.
How'd y'all meet?
I'll keep him. I actually known him for years.
What
And
age group should I look for? 'Cause I'm 53.
40 and up.
40 and up. Because my kids are gonna be very resistant.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about that.
'Cause they did not understand. They were doing this
How old
under.
are they?
My son, he works at Walmart. She just turned 25, and he's 20. He'll be 23. And
Oh, they shouldn't be resistant to grown-ups.
they are though. They like.
Oh, man.
My son was like this. He's a 1, 2, 3, 4. He's counting how long it's been. And you'll tell me all them prices, I guess, once we test
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. All right, what's going on? Your face looks like there's something happening. What's happening?
Just glad to be here.
All right, let me call the boss. What are we doing with this?
Okay, shut it door.
This guy's breaking all the sensors up here. He broke another one on my car?
Huh? No. We have to program a sensor. So we have a tool to do it.
I got
It'll take very long.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be nosy. I can't help it.
Yeah, they won't let me go off the parking lot, but I have a little place back here, so it's fine. You don't need much.
Okay.
You just have to be able to do like a 360 or so.
Roll the window down here better.
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna go right here. Remember what I told you.
Yeah, you can hear stuff already.
That's right. See when I'm doing this? Watch this.
Oh,
That side's bad.
And what's that, a CV axle?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one I showed you with no boot and grease.
Oh, yeah,
So now we're gonna test the left, because you might have to just do one, okay?
Okay. I've been hearing it, but I didn't know what it was.
That's what it is, a CV axle, man. But those things right there will lock up.
Oh, wow.
Once the grease is gone, grease is preventing it's like oil. So you put oil in the car because you got moving parts. It
Well, you
has
know
to be
what?
lubricated, just like all
The
machines.
Lord has sent you as an angel to me to keep me safe.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that's just my job. So, in changing the oil, you change oil because oil don't go bad. It just gets dirty, and how it gets dirty is the air that we breathe. It's got dirt in it. The air filter tries to filter some of the air, but it's still going to go in. Okay, it's just microscopic, and over time it gets in the oil. That's what it's supposed to do, and that's why we change the oil. If you don't, it's bad. You don't want to do that. Always change your oil.
Really?
If you do that, then your car will last a long time because this is what it is.
Right.
Friction makes wear.
I try to do that. Y'all don't do oil changes, do you?
Yeah. So the thing is, with the CV axle, once the grease is gone, then it's just metal to metal. It's just going to eventually burn up. Friction is going to get to it, and it's just going to wear out everything. Those bearings are right on the side. So eventually those bearings will come out, okay?
So your tire can fall off, can it?
It'll lock up.
Wow.
The tire ain't gonna fall off,
okay,
but it'll lock up. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna test the left one.
Okay.
If it goes clickety, clickety, click.
The right one wouldn't have done that when you turn it to the right, turn to the left?
It's pretty bad, okay? So we know that one is bad, but we can't just do one. And then once we get it, because that one is so bad.
It's overfeeding.
That's right. So maybe do the passenger side first, because we know that boot over here looked pretty good. But I would do that one first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna test it one more time. Because like I said, that one's so bad, it's just gonna click all the time. That's right.
I've been hearing it for a while, but I didn't know what it was. Woo!
That's my truck. Sorry if I hit it.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with that guy.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna start with a passenger side CV axle.
So the left might not be too bad.
Maybe not, but once that goes in there, no more clicking.
And then if you hear clicking, then that's
it.
I got you.
But you can do one at a time.
Okay.
You can do one at a time, come back when you got some more money. If this one's clicking, maybe not. Okay, because on this side, that shaft is longer because your transmission's over here. That shaft is like this long. On this side, the transmission's over here, so it's shorter. So more than likely, that one's gonna cost the most.
Hey, what would y'all pay me to work up here on my days off just to be able to afford to get the car fixed?
Well, I don't know. Can you change oil?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if they work that. I don't know.
They'll probably say, well, the guy ain't here on the oil change day.
Let me test something quick. I'm gonna test what's called a motor mount. Seem okay?
Okay. Got all them little tests.
Yeah, man, I've been a technician for a long time. Like I said, I had to go to school for 2.5 years.
Man.
It's hard to find somebody that has an associate degree. Okay.
Oh, you doing good.
Yeah, man, I'm a master tech. I've been working at dealerships for a long time. Toyota, Honda, GM, Mercedes, Volkswagen. I've worked a lot of them. I'm gonna put your car right over here. I don't know why they park like that, but it's probably just a customer.
And you know what's so bad? They got a handicap sticker on the back of it. And the handicap's on there.
Okay, so everything looks good on what he done. Okay. I'm gonna put it up. We're gonna go back inside and pay for the tires. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much.
You are welcome. Passenger first. Okay. I'm gonna write this down and take it home.
Okay.
Okay.
Cars are expensive, man. This thing cost me a fortune, but I don't know if I'm gonna pay it.
I just got brand new tires yesterday, and this light thing's on, so I got to go back there. They wanted $70 for oil change, so I'm gonna go to this other place and see if I can get it cheaper. I got oil change for $34, about half price of what they quoted me. Precision Auto Tune. Up here, seeing if they can get I got my tire sensor going off. We're up here again. See if they get it working. I have an important skill. It's called being nosy. People at work don't like it because they'll be talking all their business in front of you. And then you comment on it, they're like, mind your business. I didn't know. Well, up here, I can mind my business, but I'm observing and listening. So they just said something about we can keep the sensor, but something else ain't working. So they broke the one I had yesterday. So hopefully they'll fix it because I got the little, the little parentheses with the exclamation point showing there's something wrong with the tire. So I asked this lady yesterday up here, just curious because I don't know if I want to date, but I'm talking to a lady right now, so we'll see how it goes. But I was just curious, getting to feel like getting these glasses. So, I just asked her, said, hey, you see anybody? She said, yeah, I got a man. And I said, well, what age should I date? She said 40. And I asked her age, and she said she's 40. Not bad. You know they can work on cars because they are drinking Mountain Dew. Do. Well, getting up here, getting the sensor, whatever it is. Drinking coffee from Buc-ee's. Early in the morning, it's 33 degrees. Waiting on them to fix the stem of my tire sensor, and hopefully they got me going good. You know, I'm having trouble with my other car. It didn't start Saturday morning, but it started today. So there's something drawing the power. So what I want, it's crazy till I get the money to get it diagnosed. It's hard anybody to figure out what's wrong when it's intermittent. I'm gonna get some quick disconnects for the batteries so I can disconnect them when I go somewhere and then reconnect them when I leave. It'd be aggravating, but I won't have to worry about the battery getting drained. At least that's my theory. Still working. Still working. Free air. Well, went to O'Reilly's. They have no idea what I'm talking about on the quick disconnect for the battery. Yeah, I'm trying to do some hillbilly saving money tactics. I was fixing to drive all the way to AutoZone. I'm gonna call them. Save me some money, hopefully. Gas anyway. There's a homeless guy right there. He scared me to death the other day because I had to walk all the way from there to behind me, to AutoZone. And there was somebody else, guy making a noise like, oh, you ain't used to that. You're like, what in the world? You know, like late at night, trying to figure out what's going on in my car. It scared me to death. It pays to shop around. You see that light sensor? They supposed to fix it. It ain't even been an hour yet. That daggone thing is up again, so what's going on with this thing? I'm beginning to wonder if this place knows what they're doing. I don't think they do. I do not think they do. Well, I noticed my light's on again. What in the world are these people doing with my car? They're gonna probably say the CV joint's rattling too bad, and that's what's causing it. I ain't got all day to fix this thing, so we'll see. That's why if it's intermittent, you screwed. So they can't fix it. But I got this other thing. It's a quick disconnect, I think. So it's got a wheel on it, and you turn it off, and then you turn it on. So I'm gonna put it on my negative of my other car, since we don't know what's wrong with it, and hopefully they'll be able to fix it. But we're going back to Mavis. Mavis don't know what they're doing, you know. Are they buying bad parts from China or wherever they're getting them from? Because he said the valve that goes to the sensor was leaking, so we're gonna see what's going on. But this guy, they kind of spilled the beans, you know. It's none of your business, but when you listening and it's about money, it's your business. Somebody says in front of it, it's your business, because if they talk in front of you, they don't keep no secrets. So just let them keep talking, putting them foot in their mouth. You know, I don't know if they got a foot fetish or what. Just kidding, but somebody tells everything. I probably talk too much myself, so I don't have no foot fetish, but you know how it is. Some people they got mental issues and they just talk. Just like me, I guess. But yeah, we're going back. Hopefully they can figure out what's wrong with this tire sensor. But to let me know what's going on, this guy's really rough. He's really fast. So he broke the one that was on there, and that was probably a pristine tire sensor, and it was in the wheel hub, and it was working before that. It didn't have this problem. So now I'm having this problem. So I'm glad I'm off today. So if you work Monday through Friday, it's kind of hard to get your stuff fixed, because they messed up my glasses. Because you're supposed to look about right here or wherever your nose points, and I'm not sure what a prescription is. They drew, I think they put it in there instead of a big X or a cross. I think they put like dots so I had to look one spot for that, one spot for that. It's what it feels like, but they're a little worried about my eyes anyway, so, you know, I got to go get them tested and dilated, and I need somebody to ride with me, but I don't have anybody who can ride with me without me spending thousands of dollars on transportation costs, you know. So I'm getting older, so I got to get my eyes tested. I got something going on. I don't want to go blind, but I'm watching my sugar, trying to. It was 136 this morning, so it's better than it was, and that's no medicine. So be a long video, you know, skip forward, or you might miss some stuff. It's not organized. It's just me throwing out a bunch of stuff, and maybe somebody catch some good knowledge. But yeah, I'm trying to get these cars fixed, man, and get a mechanic. It's aggravating, but the only good thing about it is you learn more. So the more you deal with stuff, even though it's called growing pains, because it's a pain to learn knowledge, but the more you learn, it helps you in other ways. So if I did want to do the cars, learning all this stuff about the quick disconnects, and there's so much stuff you can go down the rabbit hole in cars, you know, different brands, and you spend so much money fixing them. And, you know, like the guy said, he had a 2-year degree. You know, nobody else got one of them. So it's kind of funny, you know, just listening to all the folks. But hopefully they'll get my car fixed. So wish me luck. Wish me luck. I'm going to pray for these guys before I go in here and see if they can diagnose it. So I'm going to pray to the Lord to help them. You know, pray that he helps me too know what the right questions are. So we're going to say a prayer. So if you don't want to hear the prayer, just ignore me. But dear Lord, by the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ's name, help these guys fix my car. Help them give the knowledge, and help me be patient, and help me know what I need to do, Lord. Put you first. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Well, at least I won't waste any time. I got time to clip my fingernails while I'm up here to see how they break. I'm broke when they get long. Or it's important to build relationships too, because this place, it's almost $700 for a CV joint, because they got to replace the CV joint, the boot, the axle part, I guess. I don't know what they're talking about, but I called. This is at Mavis. Precision was about $550, so almost $250 less. And then a guy I go to, takes about a week to get to it. They charge about $350, so it's almost $500. Well, $400 less. So you can get two of them done for the price there that you get one done here. So, and a lot of these people here, they ain't got no idea what they're doing. They talk about the old sensor being a different generation. You had to program that way. I think they just give me a bunch of bull. They said the second generations or generations to itself, and you know, it was working before I come up here. I got 4 tires. Didn't even know if I needed 4, but I went ahead and get them because I'm fixing to drive, and the CV joint's bad. So, you know, I gotta drive careful. But man, if I got a quick disconnect from my battery, but you dial it, so who knows how long that'll do. But if I put it on the other car, I'll drive the other car and wait till it tears up before I had to go find mechanics to fix it. But yeah, I'll be tight because my car's important. I ain't took care of my much, because you never know when you're going to wreck it and total it and had to get another one. So you don't want to spend all that money because you lost it. But you got to keep it at least functioning for a while anyway. So we're out here, come up here to get tires. I scheduled for alignment and an oil change, which is going to cost me $170. And then I had a coupon for the other oil change I went to today. It cost me $34 and 50-something cents. So half the price of this, because they don't sell the lower standard oil, but if you change the oil when you're supposed to, it shouldn't matter, you know. So, you know, you got to watch these people. It's all business, like ching, 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 ching. But when it's coming out of your wallet, you got to be a smart customer and say no, you know. can't just hand your money over to these crazy people, especially when they can't fix it to begin with, or they're struggling. So there's a lot of stuff they know more than I do, or I wouldn't be up here. But I'm learning more, and I'm like, what? What are y'all doing? Second generation, first generation. I mean, seems like you program the car by the VIN number instead of just assuming some kind of generation. So I don't know if that was a bunch of BS or if he's telling me the truth, but Google and you can learn anything. Yep, it's off. I got all these lights flashing, but at least the tire thing's off. Said it's a programming issue. Ain't that something? I just scratched my eyeball, I think. No, I just irritated. It'll be all right. But anyway, the guy was telling me, because I bought the tires yesterday at Mavis in Aiken. And then the guy broke the sensor. They put a new one in. And then I drove off. And I was supposed to make an appointment in the morning. I come back. They had to clear it. I drove off. And then I come back. And they finally cleared it. They was telling me all kind of stuff about sensor issues. And the guy that works the counter in the later day, he told me, he said, well, about 30 minutes, I'm going to push a button because the lady's the manager is really cool. And she's spunky and upbeat, and she's dealing with 10 different thousand things at one time. And I never realized all this stuff. I was like, man, here I am just trying to service cars, putting myself in their situation. I don't want to be dealing with the uniforms and programming the alarm systems and all kind of stuff she had to deal with. I was like, good gracious. I said, she can have that. She's a manager and she's got her stuff together. But this guy, I guess he was up there helping, and he said about 30 minutes he's going to click the button. And I said, don't do that. I said, turn it back off if you do, because he's going to mess with me, and then I'll be driving up there and it'll say tire light on, and then he'll click it. He said he's going to do it. I told her, I said, she wanted me to come back in here because she missed me so much, and she just had to see me. So she kept pushing the button, making my light go off, so I had to come back. I was bugging them, so they were bugging me back, in a nice way. And then I said, well, I tell you what, I said, every time you hit that button, send me some money on Cash App. And you hit the button all you want. And he said, you realize how expensive that'd be? I said, I know. I said, man, I could take the day off from work, because you done sent me so much money where you hit the button. And so now they're not going to hit the button and aggravate me because they'd had to pay me by Cash App. So, I said, well, if they ain't going to let me work there, at least I get paid for them to aggravate me, But anyway, it's working right now. And there's no wood, so I'm going to knock on their oak wood. And the other thing is, I prayed for them. So they needed some prayers up there. So I said a prayer, and the Lord gave them the knowledge to fix it. So praise God. The prayer works. It took about 3 or 4 times, but finally, when I prayed about it, it worked. I should have said prayer to begin with. So whatever you're doing, always pray before you do anything. Make sure it's the Lord's will. Not preaching, take that as you want. This is just my own personal beliefs and opinions, not trying to upset anybody. But it worked for me, even though I got there at the end of the ball game. But my tires are working. Now all I gotta do is get a CV joint. Woohoo! That's where I get my cheeseburgers from. It's cold out here.
And I had to get me a cheeseburger. This cheeseburger really good. My daughter's cooking. I said, hey, I want me a double cheeseburger. Fix it so I can come pick it up.
Got my chicken biscuit. I ain't had one of these in a while. Since they had to cook it fresh and it's hot. It burned in my hand. But I got one for lunch. Woohoo! Ow, 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 ow. Chicken and broccoli. Woohoo! And peanut butter and Nature Valley protein. Peanut butter and dark chocolate and coffee. Well, nobody driving and stuff like that.
might cancel school.
Today is January 9th, 2025. I got a little bit of the sniffles and stuff, so I'm probably fixing to do something very stupid. It snowed, but it does not snow in South Carolina. Maybe once a year, if that. Usually we get rain. Well, it's cold in the house, and I got a heater in my room, but it's 32 to 33 degrees outside, and it snowed today with sleet and ice. So I'm trying to get hot heated with the coffee. You can't see the steam in the mirror or the camera while I'm looking at it, but I can see it in front of my face. So it's very light. So I'm trying to get heated up, and then we're gonna go outside and walk and record the snow that we get. Because normally I wouldn't be off to see this, but you know, I got that. So look at that.
That's one sorbet.
These are chicken nuggets my son cooked, so I'm gonna eat these too. So I gotta go out here and walk, burn off these calories now. I'm just sitting around. Ooh-ha. Double cheeseburger. Woo-wee. This is the Supreme Rice Bowl at Bojangles. I might try it. My son will let me try. I might get me one. I don't know yet. I'm running out of coffee.
Get a whole thing of rotisserie chicken, eat that for dinner.
I decided to get one of these too. It's pretty good. It's a chicken rice bowl supreme at Bojangles. Run out here running for supplies. Dunkin' Donuts. There's 3 1-pound bags of ground coffee in there. And I got a bag because I can't hold stuff. I drop everything. Dunkin' Donuts. I got my coffee. Woo! Second ingredient for coffee is creamer. Have to have my creamer for my coffee. We're gonna get this stuff too. I've been feeling under the weather and coughing, just in case. Then I'm gonna take the sinus medicine home. People coughing all over me can get me sick.
It's a bike. It got deer antlers. Ain't that cool?
My son said this is a cool bike. It's got deer antlers on it. Deer antlers. Look how big this mayonnaise is. This is a whole thing, 6-pack Mountain Dew, and as big as a 6-pack. Giant mayonnaise. Bought some Diet Mountain Dews. They're cheaper at Walmart. I asked my son to get out and get me one. He said no. So I can't depend on him to take care of me when I get old. I don't like you. You are a big meanie. Well, still having trouble. It won't start. So I got them coming to tow it. It's going to cost me $30, and I got to figure out what I do with the keys. So they're going to tow it through State Farm. And what I do with the keys, I have no idea. But I bought a new battery. It worked for a couple days. And then it ain't working. And this is the key. And you got to get it in the door. And the battery ain't working. So I got to make sure I give them that so they got the right one. So I can't afford no scammers. Because see, I had to get all these Mountain Dews. I got to take care of I got my peanut butter. Then I got 8 small chicken and broccolis here. And then I got my creamer. I got some more Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And I got some more creamer that I use. And there's some shirts. I got 4 shirts. I had to go down to size. And one of these pants is a large. This is a large. This is a 3X. And the ones I'm wearing is 2X. So they said, hey, these are too baggy on you. So they made me go. So I did have a wheelchair, and I was taking the stuff all the way from the car. And I put all that stuff in the wheelchair. But now I just put it on the highest part of the lowest part of the ramp right here I park. That I just carry it in the house. So the first thing I got to do is get the chicken and broccoli. But it's all day. It costs a lot of money for all this stuff. So, you know, I don't spend any money.
but I have to spend it to go get supplies. You know, I gotta trim that up. But I guess my hair was showing at work, so I'm getting too sexy. I'm getting too sexy for work. So they're making me wear an undershirt now. Or maybe I'm just too hairy. We ain't supposed to be seeing your chest hairs. But they said it in a polite way. Hey, you got to start wearing an undershirt. It's part of the protocol, the uniform. What? I ain't never wore an undershirt. My son wears 3 shirts, so why can't you just let him wear my undershirt and I just wear a regular shirt? But so now I'm going to be burning up. It's always something, always something. But I did catch a little cold up there, so maybe I won't catch a cold. Who knows? When everybody's sick. That's how, you know. So anyway, waiting on these guys to come tow my car. So I'm going to put all this stuff together. We went out, and my son seen that motorcycle, and he smashed his middle finger, in the door. And he was fussing the whole time we was at Walmart. But I had to go he wanted to get this chicken bowl, and they only usually got it seasonal at Bojangles. It's pretty good. So we went to get the Bojangles season bowl, and I got gas, and then decided not to go into Sam's Club because, you know, last apples I got 2 bags of apples. One of them looked like somebody hit the apples with a bunch of baseball bats and put them in a bag and tried to sell them. They're cut up and everything. So I'm really disappointed in all the apples that were beat up in that bag. You know, the other ones I had to take a spoon and cut the little spaces out. And I said, man, if I got to cut apple before I eat it, what do y'all do with my apples? So I guess maybe the orange guys come over there and beat the apples up. I don't know. But something going on. And I was thinking, you know, what would I like to do? Because, you know I don't need to be dating nobody, but I was supposed to have a date with this lady, and it was weird. And we was going to meet halfway, and then I told her I had to get some tires, and then she said she needed a tire, and then I call her, and she hang up on me. So, I don't know. I don't think she really wanted to date anybody, but it'd be a long way. And then another lady liked me, and then said hello. I said hello. And it's supposed to be a Christian dating site. And she said, I'm so sad. And I was like, why you sad? She said, I ain't got I'm homeless. I'm living in my truck and it's cold. And I said, well, tell me where you live. Because it said 200 miles. And I'll see if I can help find the places around there to help you. And then she unfriended me. So this stuff is weird, man. This stuff is weird. And my mom's told me about other people had some weird experiences. And I'm not desperate because, you know, I can go in there and take a nap. So really, it's a blessing. You know, I mean, my wife gave me 28 years, so I should be happy with that, right? Because a lot of people, 10 years is like the long term. And some people get married a long, long time. But, you know, I just want to be myself. I ain't going to act like, and they probably ain't going to be able to handle me anyway because I like you doing YouTube. And I told the lady, I said, hey, you know, I like doing YouTube. You don't mind being on YouTube at all. So, I'm just going to be honest up front. And if scares them off, then, oh, well, then what meant to be, because eventually they're going to see the crazy person anyway. And look at all the stuff I had to get. You know, I had to get the creamer and the clothes from work. Who's got time to take anybody out and spend all this money that you ain't got, you know? It's rough. So you got to save your money when you need it, because if you have a job, then you got to be able to pay bills. You can't win. So waiting on this car to come, and I'll put it up there, and I'm going to put all this video together where I was getting it. And eventually, so I got the tires. I'm going to get a CV joint for this car at the same place that's going to fix this, but hopefully can fix it. I was going to use that energy thing that I bought. Hopefully I can find the receipt. It was like $12 or something, but you know, you're supposed to be able to put on your negative, and you turn the wheel and it kills the power coming from your battery. kills the ground, so it can't draw power, I guess. And I never got any chance to use it, but I figure I'm just going to fix it anyway. Yeah, the toy guy just told me he's going to be here in about 30 minutes, so I make all kind of video. I got a snow video. I'm going to put it separate, I guess. So I can say it snowed, People say, you lying. It don't snow here. Well, we got one day of snow, and I was too scared to drive in. I was feeling sick. I stayed in bed and just relaxed. I wake up, play on the phone, go back to bed. And that's all I did. And the day we got out in all this traffic and everybody else doing the same thing. Still fighting off a little bit of cold. I got some Ricola cough drops. So here we are. We're waiting for the tow man. Coming to tow my car away. We're going to see if the battery's not wimpy for the car to start. Got the professionals out here. So that's what I had. That right there is the tow hitch thing. So I had it tied back.
Yeah.
I got to get one of them battery booster things. That's pretty nice. Still ain't starting. I see that's the second brand new battery I got. But he had this thing that cost $200. And it looked like an amp or something, an old type of amp. I don't know why the thing don't want to start. It's just a pain in the butt.
It could be right in here, because like if I have it hooked to that, it
Yeah.
won't do nothing. If I hook it to that.
Well, whatever you did just a second ago, it started dinging. It was going ding, ding, ding. So you think that thing right there is bad? I don't hear it now, but for a second, you did it and it went ding, ding. Where the door was open? Huh. Wouldn't that be something? There it goes. Now that's the juice from your battery though, right? So what do you think it is?
I hooked it here, and didn't do anything. It could be right there where this bolts to that.
Huh.
It could just be a bad connection.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost a full moon. It's like, ow, ow. Told me to shop now. You're all good and ready. Yeah, he got it moving. So hopefully it doesn't get my car. I ain't fixed my car. Here it goes. It goes on the tow truck man. And he towed it up there. Again. My car does not love me. It wants to go cheat on me. It's so cold. I left my stuff outside. I had my shirts out here and several other things I had to get. I left them out. I was so tired last night. I just got frost all over it. Little ice particles. Peanut butter's frozen, frost all over it. Take your groceries in before you come in.